Yeah. uh-huh. Yeah. Shit. Grams leaders CC's pounds. Close caps, close call, close encounter, close up, pounds up, leaders up, grams, get your dosed up, cut this up, post up, and get dosed up. This for them voted like the moving, make the most of. Monday night at 8, I can't wait to set you straight. These opinions and debates, for them folk they can't relate. I got to elevate your mind through these signs of the time. Dishing out that medication for that deaf, dumb and blind. And I ain't hard to find, you can catch me in no trenches. I do the groundwork and I ain't waiting on no sense. I be touching on them topics politicians fail to mention. And I don't vote for nobody that ain't got good intentions. I'm relentless for my people and I'm here to make a change. I got that truth serum hooked directly to your vein. Hey, this is for my people, tune in, catch a close up, close up, close up, a close up, grams of it, tune leaders of it, close up, pounds of it. Pounds of it, yeah, grams of it, liters up, pounds, get your dosed up, dosed up, dosed up, dosed up, dosed up.
What's happening? What's happening? I'm your host, Sharpshooter, aka Dose. This Dosed Up. It's Monday night. It's 8 o'clock. You just heard Lab pop some off. And I got a guest with me tonight. I got Miss Pea with me. I'm about to run through a little weak-ass weekend recap, and then I'm going to hand it over to P to let her introduce herself. But all I did this weekend pretty much was grinded out work. I got a new raise at work, man, so I'm trying to punch that clock. I did something that I like to do that I don't do as much since I switched positions, which was called a TPN position. So I just had to run bags all day, and I felt great because I was able to get the patients what they need. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Yeah. But alright, enough about working this weekend. What I also did this weekend was I reached out to P and see if she wanted to come on through, and we chopped it up, and we have her here now. So can you please tell my listeners just a little bit something about yourself?
So, I'm Miss P. This is my boy Alex. We've been knowing each other for a while. We go way back.
Back.
High school, right?
Way
High school
back.
time before we even started having our kids.
Pretty much.
Yeah. In the music thing together, in the hole, grinding it out.
Yep.
And them long night sessions at One Soul. Shout out One Soul.
And you have been invited to the studio session this Saturday. I'm gonna hit you too, Furious. I see you already watching. Yeah, I'm gonna extend that invitation to you a little bit later too, bro. Yeah, so you got a nice voice, so that's definitely one of the reasons why I have you in the booth. But not only that, I respect your wisdom. We talk a lot about issues and just life as well. It ain't always got to be about entertainment. And Lab and I have been talking, and we bring up a lot of topics from time to time, and we are kind of basically one-sided, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that you decided to stop through today.
I'm glad I was invited.
Are you a singer or a rapper?
I sing.
Okay. That's what I wanted to know.
Not a
Because
rapper,
you said
but
nice
know,
voice.
I played around. They tried to get me a little bit.
Right. But you prefer singing.
Yes.
Okay, that's what.
My background
Did you?
is singing. I grew up. I was raised up in the church.
I was
pretty
just
much,
about to
and I
ask
sung
that.
in a choir. My grandmother had me in church every Sunday at revivals as well. I was part of the children's choir, the junior choir, and the adult choir.
Okay.
So yeah.
I like it. Okay, that's what's
A
up.
little Southern peach.
And
Native.
You from Atlanta?
I'm a native.
Okay.
I am.
I'm not from Chicago. My friend Slick, she's from West Side. You know what I'm saying?
Chi-Town.
Yeah.
Chi-Town too.
Lab, I could tell like singing is therapeutic for her. She sent me this dope ass video like recently, and just the way she's glowing, the beaming, and then you can just hear that soul and that strength in her voice. I was kind of floored with it, because I hadn't seen it in a while, and oh yeah, It's time to actually recapture that in a few days. See what we can
We
get going.
can just give me a
What-
minute to
usually
prepare myself,
from-
though. Yep.
Bet,
When
bet,
They
bet.
put me on the spot. My
Yeah.
family did. So you
Okay.
know, every time
Oh,
we have
okay.
family gathering and karaoke, they play some Monica. They
Uh-huh.
put me on the spot and just hand me the microphone.
Okay. Well, that's what's
So
up.
I have to let it do what it do. You know, they be testing me to see if these pipes still can work.
Pipes.
No. I had to clear them out a little bit and show them that I still got it.
Right,
And
right.
just kind of fix them a little bit, clean them up.
Right.
It was a Monica song,
Oh, Monica.
so you know you gotta have some range.
You gotta have a little range, sing Monica.
A little
Yeah,
skill too
oh.
now. Gotta have some skill to do that.
I
Pull off
noticed that
Monica.
the artists that we've interviewed, when they are singers, a lot of them have come up in the church for one, and another thing is that they are all, most of them do it because they just love singing.
Yeah, it's a passion.
And my thing with them was, you know, a lot of times people do this for the money aspect of things, but if you just love the passion, you have the passion for singing, you know, if you keep at it, I believe that a lot of times, we've had a few artists down here that has become successful at
happened,
singing because they just stayed with it and they loved it so much. It was nothing that was going to deter them. So I'm glad to hear you say you just love to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's just something you feel to do because a lot of people get discouraged. You know,
Well, I had my moment when I did get a little bit discouraged too as well because, you know, life happens as well sometimes and parenthood, so adulting came into play and it was like, okay, I really don't have time for this at the moment, but, you know, I still had to keep my voice abreast in the house and things like that. You know, I'm glad too that my family do pass me the microphone and, you know, still see if I got it like... I'm not gonna say what they call me, 'cause
Right.
it's family name. But
right.
anyhow, yeah. But you know, like I really be trying to motivate my daughter and my kids because they have the gift too as well. So, but they're not really. So like, I'm just gonna do what it do, have fun with it, and see where it goes this time around.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Man.
Okay.
Anytime an artist tell you life, to me that I key in on that because it's like you really got to be true to the craft to keep doing this and not necessarily get the results that everyone think you should be having. And a lot of the times I have to tell people, well, yeah, bro, I mean, because I'm living life as well, you know, I want this to happen particularly, but you have people that you're taking care of. You have situations that's dealing with health, dealing with finances. Plus, I'm bankrolling myself, so it's gonna take some time. You know what I'm saying? But with that understanding, it's no longer I have to be stressed with it. Because I'm moving to the beat of my own drum. And also, when she mentioned life, that's kind of like why I want to be the type of person that she's on my team. So that's why she's here, and that's why she's invited to the next session. I have my partner D Hill, who I call Furious, who's pretty much tuned in right now too. He's on my team, which is why he's tuned in and he's invited. So it's like, and I know he goes through life, but I wanna, like, I call them like, these are like little gems or jewels that I can offer people. Like, and this is just from kindness. Like, I don't want nothing back. I want it so that she can be like, yeah, life is happening. But look what I did Monday.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And look what's gonna happen Saturday.
Right.
And we get this ball rolling, and the next thing you know, life is not as stressful because you got
Moving
success.
in another place, moving towards another better place. You want to be in a different space to sit up here and have that availability where you able to sit up here and say, hey, because I got a call from work, even in the midst of this, to come in, even though I'm out today.
Right.
And this was already scheduled and I'm penciled in on my calendar
Right.
for today. So
Right.
it was just like, man, you know.
Sometimes they make it difficult.
I have an opportunity to do something else right now. Like y'all already get enough of me, so I gotta put some time into my craft and get back to P and what it is that I'm trying to do for me and my kids right now to better us and move towards some different stuff.
It's very easy to lose yourself as an adult when you have children. You know, I've always been a DJ for a very long time. But for a while there, when I got married and had children, you know, the kind of priorities changed. You know what I'm saying? I had a wife. I had, 3 kids to take care of. So and then I was in college. You know, she was in college. It was just a lot going on. So, you know, once we got divorced, and I was in my 40s when this happened. We had already been married 25 years. You know, going on like 27 years. And we got divorced. I actually sat down on the couch and said to myself, well, what do I like to do? Because I lost myself so much into my children and my family that the requirements for myself to be happy was put on the back burner. And I suggest any artist, any kind of artist, try not to put that on the back burner, because once you lose yourself into your family a lot, and I'm not saying your family's not important, but you got to have a little piece of you too.
It's working hard and to family, get back to it. Right.
Working and coming home, take care of family, and working and coming, and there's no space for what you love to do. You tend to lose that. You know, you tend to lose that happiness, and it's because you're just not doing what you like to do.
Right.
So I tell any artist that come down here, and we've been interviewed a lot. Try to make sure you take time out for yourself. If that's your dream, make time for the dream. Make time for the dream. The family gonna be around. You're gonna do what you can for your family. You're gonna make sure your family's important, but make sure you take time out for the dream too. Just a little time, because if you don't, you're gonna lose yourself. You're gonna be unhappy. You're not gonna know why.
That's why I kind of like, I am the dream. I live the dream. So, and I include my daughter in some of my goals. Like, I run them by her and talk to her. Hey, what you think about this? I'm gonna do this. I want to do that. You want to get in on this and this and that. And you know, because you are absolutely right. If you neglect yourself, one, you're not going to be right for anyone else anyway, because you're always going to have that kind of doubt or that chip on your shoulder, like, man, I could have taken, I should have, I could be doing, I'm doing. And it's funny because I was talking to Pea about this. I'm actually at that state, but we said we were purging, but we were positive purging, meaning like distancing ourselves from those people that are taking away from what we really want to do. And we are connecting ourselves with like-minded that think about themselves, but as a collective can kind of get you where you need to be going. And which is why we're here right now.
Right.
And introducing her to someone like you helps. You see what I'm saying? I mean, and that's when I mean, like, living the dream, you can make things kind of start happening for other people as well, like a domino effect. But one thing I do want to say, because I definitely want to get on to this while we do have Miss P here, is you had mentioned like you had been through a divorce because you were actually trying to kind of focus on you, but didn't necessarily get the chance to. And our topic is like going to be about difficulties in relationships. Where do we place ourselves? Where do we place the people that we either want to date or that we want to have a commitment with? And I'm kind of like touching on this because one, I have P here, so it ain't gonna just be all me. You know, I want to hear a woman's perspective on what they want, how they feel they've been treated, what they need, and I want to hear, you know, her response based off what we think, what we think, how they feel, what we think about what we're saying. So with that, I'm just gonna say, I'll start off by saying, as far as the way that I personally look at it, if I'm going to try to get into a particular relationship, at the age I am now, like, I'm not playing the street, so I'm just gonna be honest with the situation. Like, when we were off air, P was just saying something like, how would I know if maybe someone had asked another dude for money and they're with me? And like I said, I wouldn't. You know, I'm just gonna be honest with you, but I try to choose people based on with what I believe and how I would treat them. So with that being said, honesty mainly in communicating is the key for me and what I'm trying to do. What would be like a main trait, or how you would like to be treated, or what you feel like you would look for is when a person is trying to present themselves to you?
Well, for starters, of course, respect is one. I'm very big on respect, and I'm very big on energy too. How you come towards me and your display of your energy is it's big to me. Like, just even how you present yourself to me. Like, if you come up to me and be like, hey, shawty, what's up, then I'm just not gonna reciprocate that. Because for one, I'm not your shouter. I wasn't raised to sit up here and have nobody call me shouter. You can ask me what my name is and say, "Excuse me, young lady, what's your name?
Mm-hmm.
You know, how are you doing today?"
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you would want to present your best self, put your best foot forward, especially if you see a potential that you might be somewhat serious about. And men know,
Yeah.
you know, y'all know coming forward because y'all have already sit up here and detailed us, did your little scan, you know, and gave us a scan up and down, did a little snippet detail of what it is that you like that will make you drawn to that woman. So yeah, like some of us, you can see that we're easy and not easy, but like soft to approach.
So I'm used to, I ain't gonna say used to rejection, but the type of women that I approach, I understand that it has to be a particular type of respect. Because I'm not looking for easy, accessible women. I'm not looking for something that's easy. I'm looking for something that's relatable.
Right.
I'm looking for someone that I can trust. But with that being said, from my perspective, I can understand, like, a lot of men know, okay, well, I might need to make more money if I really want to, you know, be able to do this type of thing for this class of woman, or I gotta tone down the thug or something to particularly get with this type of woman or something. But it's certain things that we know we can either sacrifice, change, or adapt to actually try to attract the woman that we want. But when it comes to women, I would like to know what it is that you guys may modify or do to try to meet a vibe for a particular guy that you like, because I know a lot of the times women won't even approach. And maybe if they changed that and decided to speak to someone that they may actually be attracted to, it would be different from men just always coming to you guys.
That's true. I've had those notions and periods at times as well. Like, dang, should I have said something to him?
Okay.
Like, you know, like, did I just miss my shot? Did I just miss my chance? You know what I mean? Like, he looked like he might have been like something I like, you know.
Okay.
May have wanted to get to know, but like, I let him walk away.
Oh, man.
So, again, it's almost like, okay, like, a perfect example, I was at work the other day.
Okay.
This guy come in my line. He comes in my line all the time, too, and he comes to my line.
Oh, he like you.
Right. So, but other cashier on the other side, you know, we was having fun. They was conversating with him, too, as well. So, he made a comment, was like, I wasn't really paying attention to what you were saying because I was too busy looking at her face.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And
That's
I was
bold,
like,
too. Okay.
I was kind of paying attention to him too as well, like checking out his little swag and all of that. Like, this is the second time, you know, came in the store. So it's like, okay, I see you. And all of that. She was kind of co-signing for me a little bit too, because she was like, I see you come in the store, you carrying grocery bag. You must not have a woman at home doing this for you.
Oh, wow. Hey, now, I'm glad you said that.
Right.
If you're not finished, continue. But I got something I want to add on to that.
So, again, I'm doing my job, but I'm blushing a little bit. And again, like, it's not like chasing a man, but it's still just something about a man approaching a woman, though, instead of a woman approaching a man. But I feel like in flirtation, it's a little bit open and candid how you do those things. Like, you don't come off as aggressive, and you don't come off like as needy or over appealing, or like you just throwing yourself on the guy too. Like, you looking for something more than just genuine.
Yeah. You think so? There's a fine line that you walk between those two.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times for women, for men, let's put that. I'm gonna say men. We got your perspectives for the women. It's more of a nervousness to approach. It may not even be that the woman is aggressive. We could see the woman from across the room and be like, man, I want to holler at her, but we just don't. A lot of times we just feel like, because I think a lot of us are scared of rejection.
And
we
I
don't want to be
got that a little
embarrassed.
bit too, because again, he didn't ask me for my number either, but it was almost like we was in middle school though, because she was like, I was like, Sharice, she was like, girl, you didn't see the way he was looking at you, and I was like, I did, but like I'm still working, scanning, beep beep, still working on. I'm like, yeah, he cute, but I'm like, I don't know, I'm a little bit weary with the dating scene too as well. So like, she was like, I'm gonna go get his number for you. So
that sounds like
he's
a wing
carrying
player.
bags though, but he was walking away almost a little bit away from the doors, and he turned all the way back around. So to me, that showed interested. Like he was interested,
right?
Because if he was not, like, I got these groceries, man, I'm ready to get to the house. Right, and kept going.
Right. And it may be a case of he
like
I
would have seen you next time, another go around when I come in there.
Right.
So here go this from what I can say. Like my perspective would be like this. First of all, I find it kind of attractive if a woman approaches me, because that means she's pretty much know what she wants. She about business, assertive. Also, when the guy came multiple times to work, if I do that, like if I come, like if I see someone I like, I might take my time with it, and I see if you about your business. Like, how often do you show up at work? Do you get your money or not? Like, I've seen women before that I wanted to approach, but I didn't, because I'm like, well, we're in a work environment. Let me just take my time to see if they come to work a lot, how they look, how they keep themselves up, if they talking to other dudes. You know what I'm saying? So when you're at your work environment and that guy came in, he can actually kind of study you just a little bit.
And he did. And I've gotten that too. Like, there's another guy that comes in too. He's
look
African.
at you.
So
Damn.
he comes in there on the weekend, and he's like conversates with me a little bit, and was like, I want to invite you out, but you always working.
Damn. Okay, and
right, so I'm like, so catch me when I'm not.
Exactly. Right. When are you off? That's all you got to start with that.
Right. And he might have been wanting you to say, well.
And like you said, he probably was a little bit nervous to even be a little bit more aggressive with it, and probably was waiting for me to kind of open the invitation more. But like, we pretty much just waiting on each other to sit up here and pass the invite though. But again, like, you just always working, like.
Right. And then he wants you to get the number and be like, I'm not, well, here's my number. You call me when I'm not working or something. Slick says the dating scene is so iffy that dating apps are scary as fuck too, and sketchy.
So I think this.
They are. I've thought like numerous times about getting on social media and getting on one of those dating apps. I'm like, P, are you that desperate? No, we not down to desperation. You still got it. Since we're not going that route. Like,
you feel that way about dating apps?
So
uncomfortable.
I'm gonna tell it to you like this. Dating apps do not do. All I'm gonna say is no, man. Like, it ain't nothing but a scam. The women do not look like what they be posting, bro. Like, just don't do it. You'd be better off. I don't have no apps, man. Like, I mean, yeah. And then see, from player to player, to the men that's viewing this shit, you gotta understand. If a woman look good, she don't have to get no app, bruh. All she gotta do is walk out the house, or post on IG. That's it. You don't need no app. So if they on an app, be wary of that shit, bro. Like, what woman can't get no man as far as having to broadcast it on the app? P says she ain't on no app. She don't need no app. You see what I'm saying? Like,
I still care about my reputation.
I'm
a little bit old school. I still have morals and traditions and values. Like, I work with kids and all those things, and not only that, I have kids. I have girls. I have a teenage daughter. So I don't have time for her to just sit up here and be streaming, and this is their generation, and technology is their world, to sit up here and run across my mom and her friends, them, and they together and be like, oh my God, what is this?
I like camping, I like doing
not
this.
Even just her, just even my quality of friends that I have. Like, they be like, P, what you got going on?
This you right here screenshotting this shit.
What's going on?
I don't think a lot of people think that way, though. I don't think people realize that once it's on the internet, it's there forever.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you say you delete your picture, it's too late.
Yeah.
Somebody already grabbed that picture.
Somebody already
it's
screen
stored
saved
somewhere.
it. Like,
Yeah.
they had saved it. It's there.
Yeah.
Like, no. Mm-mm. Like, I have things that I'm still trying to do out here with an image to protect. So, like, nah, I'm good on all that. Like, I'm not, there's many ways to make money, but no, you know what I mean? No judgment to those who do their thing. They do what they do. That's their niche, but it's not mine. Not my lane.
Speaking of money, I think I'm gonna go out on a limb and say men that make more money get more women. Men that don't make no money don't hardly get none. Is that safe to say? Because that seems to be the topic as far as, or trending, like, no more 50-50, like, this is what they need when you approach them damn near. Like, you gotta have enough money for them. And what I want to say to that too is like this, like, if you're supposed to put the woman first, I can't trust no one that want to come before me and my family. I can put you up there, like you're a priority, but if, meaning like, okay, we just started this show saying if we're not right, because life be lifing, then we're not right for everyone else. So wouldn't someone that want to be with me want the best me? When did they want me to put my shit first so I can have me putting me first, mean I'm gonna clock in and go ahead and get this money so I can give it to you. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm putting you first, now I'm why are you first? I mean, am I calling out because I just want to lay up under you?
Bobby Womack said it the best. You can't be in two places at one time.
Oh, she called Bobby Womack on you.
Hey, but
player right
Hey,
there.
what a woman wants.
You want me here at the house with you?
All right.
You want me
thank
out
you, though.
in her jobs
But-
and up here providing the things that you
Yeah.
want.
I appreciate that,
have.
P. I appreciate that, P.
And I don't think most people understood what he was saying. Like, girl, you sitting up here, you got me right here in the palm of your hands. I'm here at the house.
Right.
But you sitting up here listening to your homegirls who ain't even got a man at home feeding you this bull crap talking about, I want a Chanel thing and I want this, boo. So if I go out here and work and get this stuff, then you're not going to have me at home either. But then you're going to want me at home and saying I'm out working too much.
Yeah.
So that's what he got. You can't have me in both of these places at one time. So where you want me to be at, like, either you want me to go out here and work and get these things and sweat and not be at home to still take care of your womanly needs.
Slick says men with money are more picky with their guard up because they do have money and they have more choices. Like, I don't know if
That's true.
Yeah. I want to say that, Slick. You kind of right on that.
I don't know if money is because how would you know if I have money?
They know.
Tell you.
They know.
I would have to show you in some particular way because
People are flashy these days, so you're definitely going
like
to
if
know.
y'all didn't know Mark Zuckerberg from his face and he was walking down the street with a t-shirt on and jeans like he always does, you wouldn't think he was worth $100 billion. You get what I'm saying? Like, like people with real money.
See,
we're talking about different caliber.
thank you.
Right.
It's
You
a
know what I'm
difference.
saying? But I'm talking about money.
Well, see what? No. Really, what you want to know is how can you determine if someone have wealth?
Just money.
Right.
Period.
That's wealth you talking about.
That
Money.
is true.
It's easy
But-
for me to determine, and I got you on it. It's easy for me to determine if someone got money because to me, what I'm dealing with is whoever don't need nothing, whoever don't ask for a lot, whoever is taking care of shit, whoever's not struggling, whoever's not stressing, whoever's not penny pinching, whoever's not beefing over something that's petty. You see what I'm saying now? You can't determine if someone has wealth unless you start getting around their surroundings and then you start listening to the lingo. Now, someone who got wealth might start talking to you about Roths, CDs, and day trading, what they what they're putting their money into, something similar to that.
Right.
But you could definitely know, like as they say, the new term brokey. But P,
Investments, you will know.
Mhm.
But then again, sometimes if you have a person that's kind of private with their business and not just putting it completely out there, you may not know though too as well. Like you said, like Marcus Zuckerberg could be sitting up. Mark Zuckerberg, he could be sitting up there walking in Walmart, and I don't know that he's a billionaire.
Right.
But now I'll say I don't know if he's a
Yeah.
billionaire, but depending on how he
Walking
leads.
around with designers on, you know what I mean?
They don't show like
No.
a lot
You
of people
know.
don't show labels. They'll show. They might have on a $500 T-shirt, but you won't know.
Right, you won't know it
they
because
got a
the
bunch of
tag
G's
is
on
not.
it. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like they just
Well-
don't do that. I think a lot of times and I get what you're saying. Wealth, you have wealth and you have people with money. But I think that wealth and people with money kind of are in the same category sometimes because if you have money, you can build wealth. And a lot of times, a lot of these people that I believe that a lot of women choose to date are the flashy ones who may not have money. They may just have enough to get them from one check to the next, but they like nice clothes. They might like a nice car. I mean, it all depends, you know. Like,
Hey.
I'm not. I ain't put
Sounds
myself
like-
on that thing, you know. But I drive a Versa. But you
So-
wouldn't know that I have a great job when I make great money if you saw me in the Versa. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't be like, that nigga drives a Versa.
But
You know
but
what
see-
I'm
if
saying?
that's the topic of the relationship,
Right.
then you coming off in a wrong angle
Exact-
already in
thank
a
you.
relationship. Period. Going into it thinking of it about financials
Right.
and beneficial.
Right, but let me ask you a question: How many people, both of y'all, how many people you think could have a conversation when they first meet without talking about
Money.
not even that? What do you do for work?
Oh,
I challenge people all the time. So when you meet somebody and talk to them, just try to have a conversation without talking about what you do for work.
Mhm.
Just talk about anything else, and you know how difficult that is. Because
It's
that's
not
like
for me.
that's like the number 2 question a lot of times.
but
What you do
sometimes
for
what
work?
you do for a
It is,
living,
but that's not even, sometimes those things don't even run across my mind because I just pay attention, to what a person says.
Mhm.
And when they do speak on things, like, if you just pay attention, the person will tell you about themselves long
Exactly.
enough for you to kind of put those puzzles together yourself and quite figure it out
Mhm.
before you come around to just blatantly blunt out asking that question
Right.
off top. Like, there's a lot of things you can sit up here and talk about. We can sit up here and go into talk about politics. That conversation will go on for hours.
Mhm.
You
Right.
won't even begin to even think about
Right.
what a person, you know what I mean, does
Right.
for their occupation skills. And we could talk about music.
Mhm. You just have to listen to what the person's talking about and
so
grab onto something that they might be interested in.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I first started hanging out with Sleek, and I was like listening to her, you know how people talk about bills and stuff, and she never ever one time mentioned she had a car note. You know, we all said, I gotta pay my car note, whatever,
Right.
because she owns her vehicles. So I was like, you own your car, though? She's like, yeah. How you know? I said, because you never ever mentioned I got a car note. We'll talk and be like, man, I got to pay that damn car note next week.
Mhm.
Whatever the case may be, just in BS
General
conversation.
conversations. Yeah, your everyday
Right, and like
life
you say, you
routine.
pay attention and listen, you'll be like, you know what? Such do this, or
Yeah.
such, yeah. So
Kind of put some things together.
Six says that's why people with real money would rather trick off at times to cut out all the BS.
so I don't really care how much you make, but I do care how you make it, because how you make it may have repercussions around me. And I mean, like, you ain't got to tell me your business, but if you making it, you know what I'm saying, barely making it, if you making it in negative ways, hey, I mean, that can affect you, then that's going to affect other people. Like I said, sometimes it's also not about how much you make, but what you do with what you make. Man, you know, I'm
Totally.
like, I just want to be treated how I'm going to treat someone else. So whatever I make, if it's good enough for me, it should be good enough for the person that I'm choosing to be around. If it's not, then maybe I need to pick certain people that it is good enough to be around. Donna put up a post and it says something similar to like, where would you prefer to go, like on a first date or something? She said just the men only, like where would you want someone to take you or something like that. And I was like, man, I don't even care where we go. It's about having your time and attention. It's the woman, the vibe.
Some
You
men
can
do
make
care.
you can make it. You right. You can make it good. You see what I'm saying? If you vibe. And the reason why I say that is because if I want to think long term realistically, everywhere your lady gonna want you to go, you may not want to go. But if you digging her, then wherever she wants you to go can be manageable. Like if she wanted me to go to a ballet or some shit, I might not be into that, but I'm into you. We gonna make this ballet be like whatever, like a Gucci Man concert if that's the case. But that's why
Right.
that's what I mean when I'm like, it don't necessarily matter. It's the person to me that matters
It's
more.
the company that you enduring. I get it. Yeah, I totally feel you on that. I agree with that too. But that has to be like, you have to really be locked in with each other on both sides with that. You know what I mean? Like the chemistry, the energy, the vibe, those things all gotta be like there, like glue, like fit, like gloves for you to have, you know what I mean? Like having that kind of energy where a person just like, hey, wherever you at is where I want to be at. I get it.
Right.
You know, like, I like, you know, want that too as well. You know what I mean? Like,
Sometimes where you live, where you stay, and who you hang around, like, and how you was raised can affect relationships. But I try at my age now. I don't use that as an excuse. Some of the younger generation do, or some people that just feel like they have been so traumatized that they can be triggered. You know what I'm saying, by the person that they, I guess, attempt to be with. A lot of times that's kind of like considered to me like a cop out as to why there are difficulties in particular relationships or why people start doing things. I think once you're old enough to understand, if you don't want it done to you, be it man or woman, you shouldn't really be doing it to anyone else. I think a lot of the times, man, like people just don't want to look in the mirror. Like you just got to be honest with yourself. I mean, some people know whether they petty and you're not really commitment or relationship material. As a man, you know if you can't keep it in your pants and you just every time you see a woman that's just you're just aggressively at that, then why would you take someone and try to commit with them and make situations, you know what I'm saying, messed up? Or as a woman, if you know that you want a particular you want certain things that you can't bring to the table, I'm not understanding how that's going to equal a good relationship. Like when I didn't necessarily have a car, I didn't make it a requirement that someone has a car. And I know you have a vehicle too, P, or something like that. But I do see some women that they have audacity and standards. And I'm like, I'm never going to discourage you from having standards. But I will say you can't speak down on a man that don't have a car when you don't. You can't be like he need a car, a crib, all this and that, 401k, and a woman doesn't have one. But a man shouldn't be wanting that as well. Like if you ain't got your shit together, then you shouldn't be trying to get it off of another woman. So I guess in my question, what is it that a man should necessarily have? Not necessarily for you, but I mean, from a woman's perspective, what you require, do you like to have what you want from another man as well? Is what I'm asking for.
I mean, I go to work and I go get my own. So I know how to work for what it is that I want to have. I'm hoping that that man would pay attention to that. I'd go out and do those things, and he would want to contribute. Or, you know, I just simply wait and pay attention for a person to show me whom they are. Like a person will show you how much they are interested in you. Like they'll pay attention to your needs and some of your wants and maybe some of your expectations too, and try to meet you at those points. And you have some who will go kind of over and beyond, and some women will overlook that and overshadow it. So if they've been treated like that before and another woman comes along, like he's gonna be a little cautious about how moving forward with dealing with that woman, even though she may not be like that woman. You know what I mean? So it can be like a little confliction there, but like no, like I don't want a yes man.
Okay, I think that's awesome.
Slick says he needs to have what he is asking of me at least.
So when I enter into something, mhm.
Um, that's the thing about people in these relationships too, as well. Everybody is expecting for everybody to sit up here and be like, no, like everybody is not gonna be there. Even with people who have money, at some point, this other person didn't have that same kind of money that this person already came into the relationship with, or when you meeting a person, no one is gonna be at that 100 as far as, because it seems like we're also speaking on like materialistic things instead of what they say, the things that money can't buy in relationship. Like, I need for him to pay attention to me. So if you paying attention to me, then everything else is gonna follow suit.
So I'm like, man, most of the time if I enter a relationship, I'm competing with myself to do the best I can.
And not to cut you off, but that's vice versa though. It goes both ways.
Right.
You know what I mean? You feed off of each other.
So it's like, if we living together or something like that, and we ain't got to be living together, but if I'm just hearing stress on the phone about something that's financial and I know I got it, and I'm riding with you, like then I think I would want to relieve that stress. Simple as that. Like, they ain't got to ask. Like, if I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm paying attention. I hear, oh man, I might not be able to get something to eat. And I'm like, why wouldn't you be able to get something to eat? Yes, you will. What's your cash out? What's your Zelle? You know, and we just move on with it. You see what I'm saying? Now, I will say this. If there's a point wherein every week you need some assistance, then I'm willing to help. But at this point, we need a bigger conversation of, are you making enough? Like, just let me know if you're not making enough. Then I know how to step in and do something like this. Or are you, like, if you just sitting back just to try to see how much you can get, that's to me not fair. You see what I'm saying? But if you really putting your effort in, like she say, she get out there and work. So what I'ma do is I'ma see, like, okay, I got this week, I got this month. Don't worry about no groceries. Don't worry about this. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna start taking care of some things. So when she start coming home, I can see a particular glow because I'm relieving certain stress.
Right.
Other than that, you see what I'm saying? Everything should be like she said. You know, you earn yours so that you can take care of what you want to take care of. Because I'm gonna earn mine. Like, I always have to go into this thing like I say, I'm a parent. So what person that becomes an adult will go into anything thinking that I want to be taken care of? Because
I think that's internet stuff, though. I think that a lot of that narrative that we have going on now, where a man got to take care of 100% of me, I think that's more internet, more social media stuff.
All this women versus men.
Yeah, it's just a way to drive the ways to a relationship. Because I don't feel like none of the women I know are like that. They don't feel that way. They gonna get it, and they want to make sure you get it too.
Right.
And if you down, they gonna. If
you
happen to be
got
down,
it, we gonna make sure you got it.
Right,
okay.
Right. These are all the women I know. I mean, all the female friends I know. Like, if we together, we working on some stuff, and you happen to get laid off on your job, don't sweat that shit, because we got this. We gonna make this happen. I've never had anyone say. None of the women I've never heard them say, well, he got to take, if he ain't got no job, I'm leaving him. There's never been a case of where I've heard that. You know what I'm saying? So I can't necessarily justify that narrative because I've never heard it. Now, it may be going on, but I've never heard from any other women I know. They always say, you know, we could get it together. And if he happen to be down, I got it, because I know that if I'm down, he gonna get it. We gonna figure it out.
Right.
If we take finances out
but
of the
that's
picture,
what an ambitious man know.
Then what's the problem?
Not a lazy one.
So, like, my thing is then, okay, so we take finances off the table. What's the problem? Like, people still ain't getting along. People still, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's because people are coming in with these different kind of narratives and perceptions already about what it is that you want. Not only that, like, people like to mimic what other people are doing a lot. So you got a false narrative about what this person relationship looks like, thinking that, oh, we can have the same thing. Like, no, like I'm wondering what's the problem too, because it used to be very simple. You know what I mean? Hey, I like you, you like me.
Relationships ain't hard.
So,
We make it hard.
the conversations-
kiss, you make my eyes sparkle. You put a twinkle in my heart. Like, yeah, I want to see where this
Now,
go.
the conversations that I be hearing, they don't reflect all that.
And none of those things I just said had anything to do with, like, you know, of course it had a lot to do with your upbringing, you know what I mean? But when you were growing up, like, you know, like, people should think back to your youthful years of dating with someone, because you didn't pay attention to all of those things. You just paid attention to the person that you liked.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's because you didn't have certain responsibilities as a youth, but now we do. And those responsibilities take our time, and those responsibilities bring stress. So it's like people are looking for outlets to have happiness a lot, and they choose. I don't understand why everybody got to be in a relationship.
If you're going through life like that, like you said, and yeah, life is happening, adult is happening too, and you're looking for that to be an outlet, and it's not. You're not even coming into it with the right mind space or even a pure heart, because life is stressful right now.
So here's the thing. You have people that, so you have some people that say if you broke, or if you are in, you know, like transitioning in certain things, like maybe either trying to get a job, or you just got out of a relationship, or whatever it is that they say, they'll say you shouldn't be trying to date. You're not ready. Fix yourself. So my thing is,
I've heard that
clearly all the time,
Yeah,
all the
I've heard
time. I mean, so my thing is that when is that time frame and time limit up? Because life be lifing. So what if it takes you, because once again, you have to bring in either finances or the way what you need from someone or how you're treating someone. Because if I come into a relationship and I ain't got no money, the first thing somebody gonna say is, why he out there trying to date? That's the first thing they're gonna say. Like, I'm not a good person. Like, I don't deserve, like, I don't want company. Like, I don't deserve to be around people. I ain't got no money. I ain't got no job. So I'm off the market. Now, this type of mentality is almost the majority from what I be seeing as far as a man. I don't know about no women, but ask a man how it feel to not be able to punch in, and you out here trying to date, or you ain't hustling, you ain't got no money. Now, 9 times out of 10, if you talking to someone that don't mind that, then that's somebody you definitely don't need to be talking to and be around, because they're gonna run you up through there. Because how the hell do you eat? How do you survive? Or if they don't have no 9 to 5 or a gig or something, then they getting it out the mud. So now you got that whole environment and lifestyle to deal with. But should they be allowed to date is the question.
Well, you have men that don't have a job, they still date.
Yeah,
They date more than anybody because they got time to date.
Now, with that being said,
Right.
what woman is dating that dude, and that dude right there is making it worse for people like us, because that's the dude
But
that
that's
somebody
not on
gonna complain
you, though.
about.
That's her choice of
Let me tell you
preference to
something.
sit up here and give him that kind of time.
Some dudes just have a fire-ass mouthpiece.
That too.
I'm telling you, like, you have to
But
realize
okay,
that
so is
guys
that what
can-
women want? A fire ass mouthpiece?
Hey, when you talking
Some
to
of 'em-
somebody
some
and
of
you
'em
talking
don't
to
like
a woman
that.
and you talking without having no
Mm.
nervousness,
Especially you
no
don't
Okay.
find that right one that's
So-
just lonely.
So
and
who
ain't
take the
got nobody
blame
to talk
when
to.
it goes south? That the dude ain't got no job, dude got a fire ass mouthpiece, and the shit ain't gonna work because we already know it ain't. So who's to blame in this particular relationship?
they are.
Who is
They
the
got-
they? Both of them?
Both parties.
No, I'm not finna take no blame if I ain't got no job, but I smashed, because that's pretty much what most men are trying to do. You the loser for getting with me.
But you knew she.
Nah, I don't have nothing to bring to this. I ain't got nothing but the gum I'm popping and my
You not gonna tell her you don't have no job before you smash.
shit. Me, you should know. Did we start out saying if you around somebody enough, right? You would know.
Sometimes you
Oh, so I never offer to take you nowhere to eat. Do I never bring nothing over but maybe something to smoke? You can't tell I ain't got no
Let
job.
me ask you a question.
Some of them guys
Pete,
know how to come up on that
there
little
you
bit of
go.
stuff to sit
You
up
just
there
said the
and-
key word, come up.
and put it
Come up. Residual income ain't no come up.
to
Residuals and money, consistent money ain't a come up. I know how to hit a lick for a come up, and I know how to make some consistent money stream. So if a woman looking for the come up, you're gonna get that come up mentality.
Slick says because women get tired of being chosen because dudes need a place to stay.
Then choose.
Just
You
like-
choose.
just like
So you can
right
take the
now.
blame.
Just like right now, it's cuffing season. Christmas
Cuffing
is
season.
next month.
But you gotta have money to be cuffed. Hey.
It's cuffing season.
Oh,
Slick says
God.
cuffing season.
well, I mean, the only thing to that solution is stop cuffing. And that's it. Like, I mean, shoot, like, I don't know, like.
I think a
get
lot of
lonely
times. I
sometimes
think a
too,
lot of
but
times when
no.
you are dating someone, and we out, and I'm at the club, and I just happen to get in because I came up on something, and then I'm trying to get with the woman, and I'm like, I'm trying to get this today or tomorrow. Between them two times, if let me tell you, and you tell me if this is true, Miss P. Women know if they gonna sleep with you when they meet you.
Hell yeah.
A lot of times, if you talk to them, like that's why I said the fly mouthpiece. If the man got a nice talking apparatus, and he's talking her right up out them draws 9 times out of 10 because he
Listen
said
to what he's saying. Just listen to what
I'm
he's
just
saying.
telling you.
Fire mouthpiece and talking you out your drawers.
Right.
What did he say? He was talking you into a situation where you can become
Well-
successful?
No.
Fire mouthpiece and talking
No.
you out your drawers.
No.
That's all you got to
But we're
equate it
talking
with.
about a guy with no job,
no
so he
job.
actually doesn't have any
So why should he be anywhere
anything
around?
about his future? Because he at the club with everybody else. I mean, he got clothes from his last job.
And here's
he got clothes from his last job.
So
So he
let-
gonna
lab,
go fly.
what do you think? What do you think about women that you meet at a club, or what are you trying to do with a woman that you meet at the club?
Well,
No, ain't no well. What are you trying to do?
I can't really answer that question because I'm
Lord
not a
have
club
mercy.
person. I've never.
If you
I've-
did go to the club, what you
Well,
trying
I'm
to do? You
damn
trying
sure
to get them
not
up,
looking- I
leave
don't
up out
think
that thing?
I'm not thinking I'm looking for my wife in the club. Those things don't happen necessarily right away.
No.
But if you meet somebody at the club and y'all having a good vibe, shit change. Like Slick say, grown men,
Man,
grown
look
men
here.
know what's up. They peep game. So if I'm talking to this woman and I'm peeping game, like, and she talking to me, and I say, oh, she ain't on no bullshit. So I gotta change up my whole presentation because she ain't about just the club. She just happened to be at the club that night with her friends because it was her birthday.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Things
Yep.
happen in the course
But
of a
you got
conversation.
so. Hey,
But if I
well,
like
that
her-
ain't how it went with me at the club. That's all I'm saying. So, see, I was at the club on a mission.
Oh, okay.
I don't know
you
about
was
you.
on a mission.
20
What the fuck am I going to the club for?
29 sold and
I
said
mean, some
they
people
I'm
at
just-
the
wanna-
smash.
some people just wanna
But
get
hey,
out.
this is young me, not old me.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying. Hey, man, look here. So I'm not going. I don't go to clubs now. That's the point.
Well,
Because
see,
I
was
want to
going
find
the
something
club, I just
of
wanted to
substance.
have
If I
fun,
could
like
pull you at the
girls.
club, that
Girls
if you
just
wanna
wanna
have-
fun.
and if
That's
you want to
it.
have fun at the
You
club,
know,
I'ma give you
like, I wasn't
fun.
looking to get smashed or trying to smash. Nah.
Some of them do. Shitting me. Hey, man, look at you.
Says, nah, bro, be honest. At the club,
You, if you want to, you
Wanna
looking to see if
smash
they can
at the
leave
club
with you,
and
bro. Hey,
they
that's
just
what I
wanna
was doing.
smash.
I was like, which one? Which direction we going? Do I need a wingman or what? You got a friend coming or what?
Right.
They go out to that corner of the bathroom. Or
I
go
ain't
to
got to
that
be in the
car
club
real
now.
quick.
Goddamn, I got a
They
look
go
cool.
to the car real quick. Come back. Like,
gotta get-
y'all
you gotta
already
get a
know what
hotel.
happened.
That sounds like strip club
You
action
can't
right
know
there.
where
I'm
I
talking
live at.
about.
I
I want to
can't
at least
know where you
let you
live.
leave the club. I'm not that hoish. Damn, we gonna
Yeah,
leave the
you
property.
was that
Damn.
hoish.
Hey,
Not
you
back
are
then.
finna turn
We had to
down-
leave
you
the
are
property
not, if
at
that woman
least.
Say, that woman tell you she look good. Woman say,
You know, we from
Man,
hey,
no,
a lot
man.
of secret rooms
I mean, we
and
could go to my
stuff,
car,
you
God.
know.
At least let me go to the
Yeah.
car, bro. God. Hey man, I mean, you know, we're not
I
gonna
mean,
break out the public
I bet the
places list.
Tabernacle got a lot of rooms in there.
I've knocked some things off the bucket list now. I'ma tell you,
The
but
atrium
damn,
did
Hey.
too.
hey,
Damn.
I done been in the
Get lost
club
in
one
there.
time on birthday, and the girl walked out the bathroom. She said,
VIP.
"Damn, I can't even sell $100 piece pussy in here." Like,
Damn. Hey, you see what I'm saying? Hey, they want it for 40. You ain't VIP. Hell, you talking about? I'm just saying,
So
man.
she probably would have went to the
You
college.
would've been lit to- yeah, you.
Hey, man, Lab, I might
you
need
done
another
looked
shot.
at the podcast with Miss
Hey,
Pea on there.
yeah,
when
let me
she
pause
come
this.
to.
Hey,
Ben was
I need-
like,
hey,
back when
I need
riding
another
boots
shot,
was out,
bro. I'll be
you
right
go,
back.
Go sell some.
P, y'all take over.
Get them riding
Y'all
boots.
take over.
Back in the day,
She
like,
said when you get a chick and all she talking about is rent and want her kids need, then you know what's up.
Boy, hey, man.
You might just offer $100 and see what happens.
that's a smash off the rip.
Right.
See, y'all talking about
She might have set it up
Hey,
because she
yeah.
already knew what she
Right.
needed for
Right.
the kids.
Right.
Man, now y'all ain't
That's
talking about
sad.
y'all not talking about no Hyundais now.
Yeah.
Man, look here. No, man. Like, see,
I come from the line of the old school
Right.
lady players. Like they were setting those plays up.
Hey, man, 'cause see-
like
if you like that, they damn near
My
trying to
grandma
swap
was
numbers to
married.
put you on the track.
though too. My grandma got married. She had my granddaddy on the hook.
Right.
And he couldn't let her go. Like what they say, he come barefoot and pregnant.
Oh,
After
man.
She had one.
Right.
He kept my grandma pregnant.
No, I gotta pay for all that
Man.
though.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think with the dating scene, both of you all, do you think with the dating scene, that there's a lot of mistrust? A lot of
Of
people
course.
don't want to be embarrassed. A lot of people don't want to be taken advantage of. So what happens is we both have our walls up.
Mm.
We're trying to build a relationship with each other, but we both got our walls up because I don't want you to have me out here looking stupid in the streets, and you don't want, you know what I'm saying, and you don't want them having you looking stupid in the streets. So that creates a conflict and friction that sometimes a good relationship could have been built off of that, but
It could have
it's
been,
just so
yeah.
much bad energy that it just doesn't go anywhere.
Man, look here.
It's what you thinking about what other people are saying
Right.
and thinking. So yeah.
I'm concerned with walls, but not
Yes,
the walls you talking
definitely.
about. That's all I'ma say. Cause when you tell the truth, you ain't worried about no walls. Not no
Okay,
kind
well,
of
let's
no
talk
kind
about
of
walls.
protective
Well,
walls.
Let's talk about walls.
The walls I'm talking about.
Why is it a double standard
Uh-huh.
when women have high
mileage.
high body count?
Uh-huh.
It's considered a rite of passage
So-
when men
She for the
have it.
street.
So how you do this? How you do that? How you
Let's
do
talk
that?
about that.
How you do that? You go get the woman that like women, and you make it even. That's all you do. You
Yeah,
get her
but
mileage
but
up
you
with
like
another
women
woman.
And, but
She
hold
still
on
gonna
now.
be for the
Hey.
streets.
Hold
Let her
now.
be.
Let's-
Shit.
if she like women, but she still like men, her mileage is gonna be double now.
I don't know. I mean, you know, I wouldn't have a commitment with nothing like that. so-
Yeah, see.
But you might want to put you a
wanna be
mile or two
T-Pain,
on that
fall in
thing.
love
So,
with a stripper.
do
You
you
might
think-
want to skirt.
Do you think women look at men with a lot of bodies as bad?
I do. I don't know about
Yeah.
other women because I don't want no hoish man. I don't want no
I'm trying-
community
that's
dick.
what they
I'm
say.
sorry, excuse my
Community
language, but I
dick.
do not. Like,
Right.
I don't want a tramp man. I don't want a slut man. No. Like, again, I do. I don't know about nobody else. Like, I wouldn't want nothing. The whole community to sit up here and had. Some men don't want that either.
Uh-huh.
You know, like they don't like that either. You know, but like, I don't think that they should sit up here and, you know, like downplay women just because you have some women out here that have a masculinity personality or some characteristics and move like a man would move.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
like she still may be a great person.
Right.
You know, just out there playing the field until she ready to find that one she wants.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that brings me to one more other question. I'm sorry, though, so I mean cut you off.
Man,
There's this whole narrative going around that says date them all. Women should date them all.
hey, boy, look
Date all the men. Like if you got a man that
Don't- do
men
not
that want
do
to
that.
date you, and they say it's
Don't do
not
that.
just about sex. It's
No.
just about dating.
It's about the experience.
Dating until
Do
you
not
find the
do
right
that.
person.
Um,
Until y'all become exclusive. And y'all both know y'all exclusive. Not that
I
you-
don't know. I can't have too many people energies around me.
Okay.
That's too much
Uh,
for me. I would not be able to focus on that one person that I am interested in. because these other people will have my attention as well. So like you won't be able to get the whole me.
See, she said what I be saying all the time. I said I get you saying date them all the time, but how you gonna focus on one if you got 10?
Yeah,
You gonna be splitting up your time and
you will not
energy.
be
So
able to
I can
get
tell you how
all
you
of
do that.
me. If you want all of me, no, I gotta go up here and see Tim. Shit, you finna go take me to get some lobster and shrimp or whatever it is I want. Like you was saying, they say a woman should have a man for everything. Well, I was told that back in my as a child growing up. Like you should have a carpenter, a mechanic, the milkman too. Shit, if you goddamn gonna bring some milk and you running out.
So I'm gonna be like, man, if they do that, then
men have them.
No, they don't.
Yes, y'all do.
No, they don't.
Or you have at one point in your life.
No, because if I can't afford that.
We're not talking about affording because
Shit,
in
me.
your youthful years,
In my
it
youthful
wasn't
years, I
about
couldn't
no money.
afford it.
So
It was about money. Okay, let me tell you something. You must not know about Young Shooter. Young Shooter knew he had to get to it, get to the woman, right? Man, martyr. If I had to walk, whatever it took, I had to get money up. Man, I've been making money since fucking kindergarten. It costs. Man, ask about me.
Hey,
I'm trying to tell you.
no, what I'm not.
Hey,
I see what you said. It paid. You had.
I have to
get
to
the
get
woman.
where I got to get to.
But
I mean,
we're not
everything
talking about
costs.
that. We're talking
Yes,
about
it
the
do.
other topic came across when
You
they
gotta
said
pay to
you
be
don't money,
groomed.
You gotta have some money in your pocket to get to that woman.
Shit.
To get to it now.
Young Shooter,
You know,
I
but
can't.
like-
I showed up.
Then, so you mean to tell me you ain't have 5 of them at one time shooting? Young shooter. So you ain't had one for, look, think about it. So you ain't had this one chick that gave good head.
So this is what you do.
And you had another one that had some good pussy but her head wasn't good.
We don't have it. I'm gonna be honest with you. We don't have it that way.
No, that's what
Sorry.
you might be telling me what you got.
No, P sells better than D. And Pissy
I'm
sells better
trying
than
to
Dick
tell you.
on the
Now
porch
what
days.
I did do
we don't
was
have that option a lot of times.
I
Unless we
did.
got a whole bunch of money, like he's saying. I'm gonna be 100%
I'm trying to
honest
tell
with
you.
We don't have those options where we got a woman to do this, a woman to do that. Now it may be some out there, but they got a little bit of money and they got their options. Regular men who work 9 to 5s don't have that option.
Man,
it's just not possible.
Okay.
Young Shooter had to take the show on the road. What that meant was, bap, okay, see you. I go on to the next one. Bap, okay, next one. Bap, oh, okay, next one. Bap, oh, okay, next one. Where you stay? Oh, okay, next one. Oh, wait, man, it ain't no
Slick.
you, then you, then you, then you, then all of y'all at the same time, and I'm juggling. I can't afford that shit.
That's what I was saying.
No, I didn't do that.
Oh,
It was
okay.
like, if I dealt with you, it's over with. I don't call you no more. I don't even have your number. I don't even know who you are no more. Now it's on to the next person. That's one person at a time, and you go and move it on down the line.
Slick say, men keep a bitch that they know will say yes.
That's it.
Calls.
Yeah, I got one head if I need one. One of them, one head monster, as they say. One headshot, bow, I'm out of here.
29
If
Soul,
I need it.
29 Soul says most of the time it's only after the whole phase. Most
Whole
people know
phase.
what they need. It ain't about what they want anymore.
Yeah.
Slick
Right.
says facts. Slick says facts. Miss P is right.
See, it's getting to the point now where it's like, I got too much to offer. Like, you can't have this. I'm finna start being like them women. Like, oh, no. No. Oh, you need a cosign on that? Oh, hell no. Oh, you ain't got this going on? Oh, no. You ain't got no car? Oh, no. I'm gonna do them like they did me. Shit.
I think a
You
lot
can't
of-
just have access to this. I had to work hard for this. Can't no everybody just, run up on it. Like, no, I'm finna be like that. I'm like, some YSL on your
I
ass and
think
be
a lot of
moving. Keep
times
it moving.
men don't discover they
You
fly.
don't do what?
I'm a
Especially YSL.
or some Burberry on them. Some get away.
I think a lot of
Oh,
times
no.
men don't discover
That's when they really
their
gonna
worth
run
until
when you
they're
first-
older.
Hey man.
That'd be our problem. We don't discover our worth until we older. And when
Exactly.
we get older, we realize
Yeah.
that I ain't gotta deal with this shit.
Nope.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Nope.
saying? Then when you hit that wall, it's a different thing. It's a different
different
feeling.
caliber.
It's
It's
a
like, man, fuck
confidence.
you. I ain't gotta deal with you. Like,
Man, I'm talking about take that down there to Jerome
Right.
somewhere. Fuck that shit. I ain't dealing with this tonight.
right.
Must be out your mind.
but it
what
takes us a while to get there. It takes us a while to realize
Mhm.
Well, they do say that men mature slower
Right.
than women do.
Right.
You know, where it's what like almost like a 5 to 10 year
Difference,
span
a
that
gap,
we
yeah.
have over maturity.
that. And
Which is
once we
nice
hit that wall
because-
to where we realize I don't need your ass. Like,
Man,
Yeah.
hey,
Well,
I just need.
it was that old boy said when you go through your hoish phase,
right.
and you get to the point of it's not what you want anymore,
Right.
it's what you need.
Right.
I just need my bank card not to decline, and I'm Gucci. I don't give a fuck. Like I don't, man. I'm about this money.
Are you saying you don't need for her to decline your bank card?
No, I need my bank card not to
Oh.
decline when I swipe it or when I take my phone. Like, boom. I like that new shit. I'm on that new shit. Whatever noise that thing make when you put your phone up to it. Oh, I like how that sound, man. You know. But that's
So
what
how
I'm.
long you gonna be at that point before you like doing that with someone?
Shit, I could do that with someone now. Like they just got to
I
be
mean,
around.
long-
Like women don't give me that time. I got women numbers.
longevity, though.
Longevity. See, that's
So,
the thing.
like,
The women I want don't want me,
that
so I'm
you
cool.
are you looking to go growth into?
Hell yeah, I've been
marriage?
looking, but
So you ready to get married, shooter?
man, I'm married to the game and this money, man. Yeah, I'm ready to get married, but
included in that game and the money.
there's always been a safety valve for a woman, but where are they?
Safety valve.
Hell yeah, y'all like that shit? Yeah, yes. Meaning I got plans and reservations for my relationship, y'all. But until I can find that one that match my energy, man, no. Like, but this the thing. You don't see me saying I'm taking all these women through. Like, I don't have a lot of options because if I do have an option, I'd be like, text them like good morning or some shit. I don't get no response. I'm like, okay, next person. I mean, like I'm not here to stroke no more egos. I'm here to become to have the generational wealth that I want and to be successful. If you can't see the glow and you don't want to get down with it, I'm cool with that. I'm not forcing myself on nobody. I don't want to take nobody up through that. I don't want to do nobody wrong. I'm just waiting for the one that we vibe, and you're gonna know that. Like, I'm at the point where I know that now because I'm not falling for no bullshit. I'm not just giving myself out to know anybody. I'm not just trying to meet and be around the company of anybody because, like you say, with age, after a while, you just get tired of it. You get tired of the games. You get tired of the attitude. You get tired of either the women that don't want to do nothing. Like, I prefer to have someone that's like, hey, I get up and get my own. Because guess what? Now that I know you'll do that, I'm going to do everything in my power so that you don't necessarily have to do that. Because guess what? If you'll get up and get your own, but I help you not do that, then if I get sick, you're going to get up and fuck with me. But if I come in, but a woman that just expect, and then don't want to do nothing for me, I can't be around that because I know life happens. I'm going to take a fall from time to time. I need somebody that's understanding. I need somebody that's like, I got it, like what you just said, P.
Because, you also got to pray to know that that woman is, will do that. That she won't be
Opportunist?
An opportunist, or she won't be a,
Leech?
what's my girl name in Diary of a Mad Black Woman?
Oh, shit.
Christina. Be a Christina. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Like, that was a great movie that Tyler Perry made when he showed the differences of two and everything. That was a very good movie too, as well, because you had the black couple who was successful. They started a movie out, staying in the house, and she was a housewife. She was at the house. She set up here and gave her everything to this man for him to become a lawyer, for him to be the breadwinner, for him to put on that facade as the man. She took the back seat. She was submissive. As people like to throw off a woman to be, she gave everything to him in order for him to turn around and slap her all in the face and put her out the house. You know what I mean? Drag her, and the black woman, and come around, get a younger woman, a lighter, fair-skinned woman who was just there for the ride and the show. But when it came down to lifelong decisions, when he came down to life or death, she was ready to snip it and take the money and run. The black woman, on the other hand, still was there in the midst of it, still trying to be seen, still trying to be heard, still trying to be appreciated, still trying to be validated as his wife.
Yes, that's the main flaw. Like, I would have snatched my daughter up out of that situation. One thing I will say, when I see a woman that is scorned,
But did not. No,
Like,
no. And two, though, to go on in the movie, she came down to meet a man who had a lesser paying job. Since we want to break onto the narrative of the conversation and the thing in relationship about money, you know, she had a chip on her shoulder because she had just went through this thing with giving her all to this black man, and he treated her like shit. And he still did, even on his deathbed, he still was being nasty towards her. Still. So here is this man who's she didn't see him at first.
So
yeah, she didn't see him at first until she had to be humbled down to see him humbly. And respect him as, I'm sorry, for the occupation that he had, which was way lesser than, you know what I mean? He didn't have a mansion or all that. He was driving in a beat up truck, you know, but he was attentive to her. He saw her. Not only that, like, he didn't even sit up here and take advantage of her during her vulnerable stage and moment, was trying to sleep with her, because most men will do that.
Yeah, that was a pretty good movie. So in real life,
that was real life though. That was
Shit.
a real life situation that goes on. Like that
Exactly.
movie was picked off a real life situation,
which means that you start out.
It goes on all the time.
Started out with the man with the money once again, and now after you have been damaged. So, but my thing is, why is it that I be hearing women that be like, I got with an ugly nigga and he cheated on me. Men ain't shit. I got with a person that's broke and I lower up my stand. I'm serious. That's why I be like, what do y'all be wanting? I got with a person that ain't got no job. He cheated on me. He ain't shit.
Things, they are stereotypical things though, because
but it be happening.
Everybody though,
it's
like,
happening.
So it goes both ways.
It's like I don't know what I like. I don't mean they got something that's trending when they be like, women, how do you satisfy them? What do you want? They got big boobs, they reduce them, right? I saw this shit, right? They don't have boobs, they get bigger boobs. You got blonde hair, you got black hair, you dye it blonde. You got short, you like, they be like, just if you not, but no, to shave your eyebrows off and draw them on. Now, I'm looking at a man right now that don't have a man piece on. Seriously. So I know Lab is like, fuck it.
I've been comfortable since 22.
But now, but see, some men understand that they're gonna take what they got.
He's comfortable with who he is. Like, he loves himself enough to, you know what I mean?
So,
like, everybody don't have that self-esteem or confidence.
Bam. Okay, so if you don't, then we talk about this off air.
But
we were like,
you can't tell them that because they have all the self-esteem and confidence in the world.
So for a person that lacks self-esteem and confidence, there's going to be a deep seed or a consciousness of negativity, because if you don't love yourself, you don't even know what you're going to project to the people around you.
Yeah, you do. You just don't care.
Well, shit. Some of them actually don't. Okay, so here they go. Girl, you beautiful. And y'all be lying like a motherfucker. But the same woman will say that nigga ain't about nothing. He look like this. He ugly. This and that. Friends be like this, that. But we tend to bend the truth based off of emotions. Men don't be doing that.
Yeah, y'all do.
Man, then now you going for someone that's telling you what you want to hear.
We'll tell
really.
Or if we've been the truth because we want something.
Let me tell you something. If you in a relationship with somebody and they say love blinds you, when you in a relationship with somebody and you love that person and they say, well, how do I look? You're going to say, oh, you beautiful, because you are beautiful to that person.
Right.
You are beautiful to them.
And that's where
you got to let them, now if they feel that they are not beautiful because they feel it for themselves.
Right.
But if I'm in a relationship with you now, I'm gonna tell you like, nah, baby, that look goofy right there.
Oh shit, you gonna say that?
Oh yeah, most definitely, because love goes both
more
ways.
Power to you.
I'm
I
not
like
gonna
that.
have you out here looking crazy because you with me. But I'm also gonna tell you that you beautiful because you with me. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not
That's
going.
the uplifting.
Right. If you got on the shirt and it got a stain on the back, I'll be like, hey. You change that goddamn shirt. That look, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you let me know.
I'm gonna let you know, and she gonna appreciate me letting her know. Like, nah, baby, that shirt right there, that dress right there, a little too tight. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Which
there's some
is
women
why-
out here we like blunt honesty,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not gonna, cause if we're at that niche in that place, like, shoot, like this my homie and my friend, like we're in that comfortable space enough, we should be able to do that without there being, catching an attitude. Like, I'm an ass.
Yeah, and then
Mm.
if you tell them something opposite, then they
Does
go out in the
this
street
look good?
with their friends be like, girl, why the fuck you got that dress on? And
Because
he
my
gonna look
man
back at me and
told
be
me
like,
to.
why you ain't
Can-
saying
Not
that?
told me to because he liked, you know what I mean? Like, and
So-
I asked him for his opinion, but
Right.
not like, so we do kind of,
So I want to know this
what
right
you
quick.
had said earlier.
Look.
I was trying to
Look.
get
I want to
onto
know
that
this.
point earlier.
Can you determine?
Like, we are here to, Dang, what did you say earlier?
Look,
Oh my God.
you know I don't know. I'm drinking liquor. This is what I do want to know. Can you determine if your female friends are lying to you?
Yeah,
So how can you not determine if a male is lying to you?
I didn't say I couldn't.
So when
I
we
just
talk,
said you said that.
no.
and I
Hold
said
on.
they do. Y'all do it as well.
Now, all right. So when you be like, how would you know? And you be asking me these things like, so I just like, if you could tell what's the giveaway that the women are lying in, that you can't discern a dude is lying, because I can determine if a dude is lying, and most of the time I can determine, I just say pretty much if a woman is lying, based off of, I ain't gonna say it's easy though. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It takes some skill and it takes time from time to time, like you just mentioned. Sometimes you can't just read it right off the rip. But you told me you can determine it. So that's confident. And I'm with that.
Yeah,
So why you can't determine if a man lying?
I didn't say that. Did I?
No, you said you didn't say that. She
said
said
you
she
didn't say-
could. You didn't ask
Right.
that.
So, but no. I'm saying when we were off air, you like, but men be saying what they want to say, and you don't know. You say I'm saying you can't trust people and things like that.
No, I didn't say I didn't know. Like, I don't trust people easily off the rip.
Okay.
Like, no, but like the energy though, like if you just pay attention to a person long enough, they're gonna pretty much pinpoint and tell you certain things without you just asking of that. Like, I pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, coming in here for my first time, I paid attention. You know what I mean? I looked around, check out my surroundings. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm checking my surroundings out. Like, I'm paying attention to these things. And you have some people who really don't do those things. You know what I'm saying? They just be in emotional moving too much, and you definitely gonna miss certain things. And sometimes some people not even looking for it to even sit up here and catch those red flags, because they are fucking big ass red flags themselves.
Right.
Wow, that's honest right there. One thing I kind of want to know though is because you said if you give people time, you can determine kind of like their true selves. So when your conscience or your senses or it's kicking in, kind of like you feel like a person may not be that one, or a person may be dishonest, or a person is doing this. How much time do you give them when that sets in and you know you might have an inclination on it?
Not too much.
Okay.
I don't have too much time to sit up here and waste and give into that, because it's not gonna go anywhere or grow into anything. So I'm not gonna sit up here and waste my time on something that I can't water.
When you were younger, would you have given them more time than you do now?
I did do that.
Okay.
I did.
All right.
I have given that time, and like I have a beautiful child out of that time that was given, and we spoke about that relationship too off air. Like, it took me a while to start saying no to him. He taught me a lesson of life, like stop giving chances after chances to sit up here and be shown the same thing. You know what I mean? The love was there. And definitely, we were deeply in love with one another. That was my first love. I was his first love. Like, it definitely was there. But like, there was things in life that I wanted. I had to sit down and take a hard, swallow a hard pill and a reality check with that situation. And once my heart and my head came to agreement with each other, and I had to get my heart in the same place where my head was at, because again, like, the love outweighed it. And I learned this phrase in life later on, instead of then being young, like, the heart wants what it's want and it's deceitful. So when you're in it, like, you think like, yeah,
right,
like, yeah. But like, again, like, I had to swallow a hard pill with that relationship, with finding out about that, you know what I mean? Like, I just knew that was gonna be the person I was gonna walk down the aisle with.
So I have a question. How many chances do you give a person, kind of like to violate you when you were younger, as opposed to what you would pretty much be willing to accept now?
Well, see, there wasn't no real violation. It's just that we were both young, you know what I mean? There was no physical anything going on like that. It was more so like our upbringing, you know what I mean? Like, I was being raised up by my grandmother, and, you know, we're brought up a little bit different, you know? So, like, it's like you keep your V card pretty much until you stay married, you know? Not only that, like, we still growing up too, where you take the people to the house and they kind of like still kind of choose your mate for you as well. Like, here, you gotta get permission to date that person. So, you know, like, I had got permission to date him, and they felt like he was the right fit for me to be with.
Okay.
But I had given him a lot of chances, again, like I said, because of my upbringing. Like, I thought that he was gonna be the one. We talked about getting married, having a big family, woo, blah 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 blah. So just like, when you love a person, you learn how to forgive. I've learned that too. Like, even with talking to older people who are still married to this day, like, how did you make it work? When they ask, like, how did you keep your 50-year-old marriage? It was a lot of forgiveness going on, baby. I forgave a lot. And the love, too. Like, you know, so that came to a point in the question in my mind, too, where I had to ask myself, like, have you did enough forgiving, too, where it's not being recognized? How many times you gonna keep sitting up here again, like, going back, giving chances and not getting no different result from these chances?
Slick say you can't see straight when you in it a lot of times.
So, P,
that's why it's good to have those on the outside to let you know when things are messed up, because you in the pot.
I got a question as we get closer to wrapping it up for you, P. It's like, because I don't understand and I don't know, but why do women focus like a little bit more on relationship when they are either single or alone, or when they first meet a person, and men seem to be more focused on like the physical,
the logical of the relationship?
Yeah, like women just be like relationship, like relationship goals. I gotta have a man. And men aren't necessarily like that. Like, I mean, we do want options or stuff like that.
Yeah, I do. I think it's the difference of the gender. It's the masculinity and the feminine thing. You know what I mean? Like, that's just human nature. I feel like, you know, we were groomed to be in the house and to build a family. You know, it's more so you were put out there to hunt. And so like, you're not really, you know, like, it's like you're hunting and bring home the bacon. Like, shit, she's there, the woman is there, you know what I mean? If I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, she's not going nowhere. You see her and she's still there time at the time when you come home. Like, that becomes second nature to you. So so again, like, this, it's not like nothing that's just been put out there today. Like, we were groomed. Like, even it goes back in the time when us human beings, we're commodities. You know, with putting a woman, you know what I mean? Like, this conversation could go way more deeper than, you know what I mean, the question that just asked, because for me to sit up here and really get to the point of the nature of it, I have to go back to the origin of the root of how all this stuff has formulated and translated to where it is now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we're not totally focused on it, but we've been grown to put here to help, assist, and nurture you men when you sit up here and panic at something so small, and we can sit up here and tell you, hey, it's gonna be okay.
Right.
Don't worry about it. Like the world is not about to blow up. You know what I mean? Like,
right, the right woman will do that. They'll be like,
So,
hey,
yeah, I mean,
tripping. Don't worry about that.
That's
yeah,
it.
and then too, like, what do you want? Do you want that woman you've been talking about too? Like, you pretty much want that kind of woman, though.
I got the
in
right
that
woman
relationship.
in mind, but it's like, I
But
mean,
we're not
I'd rather
totally
just
focused on that because I was not focused on a relationship when I was young growing up. I was focused on myself. Like, I was like, I don't know, a little big headed and a little bit, I mean, probably they would call me a little conceited, a little growing up. Like, I was thinking about me and I wanted to be rich in life. Like, I could buy me a husband.
Right.
Damn.
Like, I mean, we going back to the money phrase,
You
though.
can buy
for
you
real.
a husband.
Like,
But
I could buy me,
that's a good goal to
buy
have, though.
me a
You said you
husband,
wanted
like-
to be rich. You didn't say you wanted to be taken care of. You didn't say you wanted to live like
no,
the life of a
because if
prince.
I
You just
had the
wanted to be
money
rich.
and I could sit up here and go, hey, man,
So-
I could go, hey, I could pay DJ Lair to do this whole
Make your own
production
club.
thing.
Hey.
I could do me a bachelor show and, hey, man, you want to be, hey,
Right.
P, can
you want to be my husband.
Can you see yourself not
Right.
working and the right man coming through, swooping through?
Oh, I could never not be doing anything. Like, even if I'm working on my craft.
So let me tell y'all this and my listeners this as well. Like, I thought the best way that I could kill like two birds with one stone, like get the woman that I really want to be with to be taken care of and not really like have to work, is to help her set up a business. That way, you know what I'm saying? Like, invest in her to the point where, like, if she had an idea of wanting to have, we dump money into that, and wow, now we're both bosses. You see what I'm saying? So we might, like you say, be active and working,
Of
but we're
course.
working for ourselves when we're generating shit on our own, as opposed to you clocking in for someone. Like, that's kind of the
making
gift that I want to
investments.
give someone.
Right.
I want to give some of my homies that too. You know what I'm
But
saying?
you
If I
do
can.
know that some people are better employees than they are bosses.
Yes.
They are.
Oh wow. Okay, you're
Exactly.
thinking you'll be homeless trying to be your own boss if you don't know what
Because
you're doing.
sometimes
Right.
people want to be a CEO of something. We talked about this on the other show,
Mhm.
on the Dollar Hour. Sometimes you want to be the CEO of something,
Mhm.
and it's not that you want to be the boss. You just want more freedom, or
Yeah.
more autonomy, or you just want to be able to do what you want to do when you want to do it, but you don't necessarily.
You don't know what comes behind
Right.
that.
He
getting to
says
that
he
point.
says all the time
Man.
that people
You
want.
don't know the hours and man labor
Right.
of work and
There
all the
you go.
sacrifices that it took to get to that point of being able to make
Yeah.
those moves
Right.
and decisions and changes.
He says that the people want to be a CEO with 9 to 5
Man,
expectations, being like 9 to 5, the security of 9 to 5. You want the security of 9 to 5, but you want the
See.
freedom of CEO. You get what I'm saying?
CEOs don't have 9 to 5.
Hey,
Right,
man,
right,
no.
right.
And I be like,
Hey, very seldom even have a schedule.
Right.
Yes.
Like, and
But you
if
don't have that
if-
insurance
if-
to cover you and all
if
that stuff.
Nah.
my company falls to shit, then
yeah.
I gotta be
And-
here to sit up here and pull in these mandated hours. I
I'm
gotta
trying
sit
to
in
tell
this
you.
office and sit up here and do a lot of audits. I gotta call my accountants. We gotta sit up here and have us a real. We gonna have a couple of nights alone auditing.
Mhm. That's what, because he says, because he owns his own company. He says all the time he works 20 hours a day, so he don't have to work
Exactly.
40 hours a
But-
week.
Like,
be careful when you
they
get
have
that,
no hours.
that
no
LLC.
idea.
because you're going to have to file taxes on that thing. You see what I'm saying? You're going to have to start reporting quarterly, yearly. And then, you know, if you ain't got no motion and you ain't up on it, and now you're going to have to renew that shit and everything else. So, yeah,
you
we're
really
right
a
about this.
CEO too, and you really out there.
Yeah.
You got enterprise and you franchise and you incorporated. You not getting no sleep. You barely
Right.
getting sleep on that private jet that you
Right.
own.
So, P, I got a question I want to ask you in front of all my viewers and listeners. You want to come back on this thing again?
Of course.
Bet.
Of
All right,
course.
so this
I
was
had fun.
dosed up. Hey, man, and y'all caught the real shooter. Shooter had some shots and things. That's because P brought it up out of me. That's my folks, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie, we're gonna have fun. We still gonna celebrate after this thing too. But I appreciate everybody for showing up. What's up, you know what I'm saying? I see you tuning in, Steve. Everybody enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll be back.
Enjoy the rest
I gotta
of your
have
life.
that too. Lab, when we coming back?
We coming back what's next week? Yeah, we're not gonna take a break to the end of the month.
All right, y'all.
So we'll
y'all
be
gonna
back
see me
next Monday.
Hey, y'all. You know, hit me up. Let me know if y'all want P back. Y'all don't really decide that anyway. So she already linked in, but we'll see y'all. Appreciate that. Peace out.
I hope y'all got some good feedback.
Yeah. Yeah. Shit. Grams leaders CC's pounds. Close cash, close call, close encounter, close up, pounds of liters of grams, get your dose up, cut this up, host up, and get dosed up. This for them voted like the movement, make the most of. Monday night at 8, I can't wait to set you straight. These opinions and debates for them folk that can't relate. I got to elevate your mind through these signs of the time. Dishing out that medication for that deaf, dumb and blind. And I ain't hard to find, you can catch me in them trenches. I do the groundwork and I ain't waiting on no sense. I be touching on them topics politicians fail to mention. And I don't vote for nobody that ain't got good intentions. I'm relentless for my people and I'm here to make a change. I got that true serum hooked directly to your veins. Hey, this is for my people. Tune in, catch it close up, close up, close up. A close up, grams of it. Tune in, liters of it, close up, pounds of it, pounds of it. Yeah, grams of it, liters of pounds, get your dough.